So Martina, you want to take a breath in, like you know how. And now let it out on the S. Energize from the transversus, right? You're kind of pulling your belly button in. You feel all squeezed out at the end, right? Okay. All right. Take another breath in, and this time do the fortepiano with the breath. Okay, with the hiss. Soft, loud, soft, loud. Keep it loud. Right. How did that feel?
Good.
No, but what did you feel?
Get it all out.
Yeah, right. You feel like you're scrunching up inside, right?
Yes.
Like squeezing toothpaste out of the end of a tube, right?
Yeah.
Squeeze as hard as you can.
A lot of compression going on.
Correct. All right, now let's isolate head voice, right? And again, the oo vowel is the head voice vowel. It's the best vowel to get the pure head tone, right? Okay, you can make sound a little sooner, all right? You don't have to wait that long, but just release a little bit of breath, just so you have the sense that there's breath that happens first, and that the movement of the breath is what sucks your vocal cords together, and that's when the vibration happens. Again, a little less breath, a little more transversus. Yodel, right? Chest voice, head voice. Head voice, chest voice. Actually, I think with you we decided we could do it in reverse. Do it both ways.
Okay.
Ooh, ah, ooh, and then ah, ooh, ah.
Ooh, ah, ooh, ooh, ah, ooh, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh.
Now ah, ooh, ah. Right, now try not to tighten the jaw, though you want to think a brighter vowel in your case, right? Not everybody, but you do better in chest voice if you're thinking the vowel is a little bit brighter.
Right.
So ah, say ah, but try not to tighten anything. Ah, ooh, ah. Right, basically it all should feel like it's vibrating above here,
Right.
right? But the quality of the sound will change.
Right.
But you don't make it change, it just changes. Ah.
Ah, ooh, ah. Ah, ooh, ah.
Now this isn't quite chest.
Make it more bright.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want a real chest sound.
Okay. Ah, ooh, ah.
Right, you felt the click?
Yes.
That's what the registration changes are.
Ah, ooh, ah. Ah, ooh, ah.
That might be getting low for your voice, but
Yeah.
see if you can get a little more ah.
Okay. Ah.
Say ah.
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 Ah. Ooh, ah. Ah.
That's not chest.
I
You
know.
feel that,
I
right?
feel it. Yeah. I feel it trying.
Go disco, blah.
Blah.
Yeah, so blah. Ooh, ah.
Blah. Ooh, ah.
Blah.
Blah. Ooh, ah.
really, that's the register change right
Right.
there. In your case, you just have to go a lot brighter in the A vowel.
Right.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then the next one was the octave skips, and then bringing the head down, head voice down, right? Okay.
Ah,
What does that feel like when you do that?
That just feels like I'm floating. I let the ah place me into that kind of mixy place, and then I just imagine like my throat is open and I'm just going straight through the roof with those whoos and with that support.
And that gets you into the head voice, and you take that down through
Yes.
the middle,
Mhm.
and it just gets everything feeling what? What would you say that feels like when you're doing that?
That feels super smooth, like honey.
Kind of effortless, right?
Yeah,
Kind of effortless and very smooth.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then the next thing is the flexibility. All of this actually is flexibility, right? Certainly the yodels are flexibility, and this also brings a degree of flexibility, but major flexibility from the staccatis, right?
Right.
Because that gets the breath really loose, right? Where there's no pressure on the breath at all, and getting the vocal cords to just keep repeating
Right.
without glottally,
Mhm.
right? It's all on the breath.
Right.
So it's. Sorry, I can't play with my left hand. Now, one of the challenges on this exercise is the fifth, right?
Right.
The fifth of the scale that you do not modify at all on the fifth. There comes a point, usually around D, E flat, when you're getting into the passaggio, where everybody has the instinct to want to make more space for that vowel. And that's deadly if you're trying to go mega high, right?
Right.
So the trick there is to make sure that on the fifth of the scale, you maintain the exact same positioning as you did on the first one of the scale.
Mm-hmm.
And only once you're past the fifth that you can begin to modify, open, and look for more space, right?
Right.
So. Loved that scale because on that one we really heard you're bringing in more some whistle voice on the fifth. You felt that little shift,
Yes.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Which if you don't maintain that position exactly right, you won't go there. You won't get into that little whistle voice place, which makes the really high notes real easy, right?
Exactly.
You're dragging up too much of the body of the voice. You're dragging up too much of the middle voice, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do that one again. That was really good. And that's the fifth right there. Correct. What does that feel like when you've done that a little bit? How does that feel in your voice?
Yeah, so that used to be really hard because changing the fifth was such a habit. But once you just let it kind of go and hit your soft palate and not move anything, then it pops right into place where it needs to on those top notes. Yeah,
That's correct.
feels nice and easy.
And when anytime you start this, I mean, anytime I've ever started this exercise with a student, they always look at me like, "What? I'm supposed to do that?" It just sounds so hard, right?
Yes.
But it's not.
No.
Just if you just start doing it, you find, oh, that's not hard.
Right.
It just sounds hard.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay. Then the next thing you do is we do
Open
the
mouth hum.
arpeggios, the open mouth hum, in order to try to get as much of the high range as we can possibly get in there.
Right.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And that changes a little bit from day to day, as the extremes of every voice.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can't count on them. That's why you try not to sing there. But you try and you develop as much as you can, as much as what will open up on any given day.
Mm-hmm.
It's the approach that matters more than anything else.
Right.